just upgraded again. We figured out how the XP situation works. Downstairs is blocked off.
At last, a little life. Good evening, sir. I wondered if I could ask for your help.
Wow, you look like you need a drink.
Yes. I apologize for my outfit. It's been a long night.
Been there, seen that. Don't worry, things can only get worse.
Has anybody entered the bar recently?
Can't say. Sorry. I spent the night making love to that gorgeous bottle, see?
This is important, sir. Are you sure no one has come in here in the last few hours?
I don't know and I don't care. This is a free country. People still have the right to come and go, don't they?
What's going on around here? It's like everybody is hiding.
You must be new here. Have you not heard about the murders? Everybody fears the return of the sewer dog.
Who is this sewer dog?
It's the local bogeyman. Convenient answer for every crime that happened for decades. You murdered someone, blame the sewer dog, eh?
You make it sound like it's a fairy tale.
People will always believe in monsters. It's easier than accepting their own darkness. We can all be monsters.
I'll leave you to your bottle then. Whoever he may be, the killer recently entered this bar. Maybe some of the locals saw him.
There's gotta be something done now. Bullshit mess.
Hello, sir. Are you all right? Is there any way I can help you?
I don't know. Maybe you could just talk to me.
Maybe you prefer to speak with Tom, then. He's more agreeable talking to strangers.
What's going on around here? Where is everyone?
Too many dead, sir. First the epidemic, and now all these terrible murders.
The murders? What can you say about them?
Bodies found in the streets every morning. Drained of blood. It's just horrible. Some say the sewer dog is back.
The sewer dog? What's that?
No one knows. People have always disappeared around these parts. The ancients say it's the sewer dog coming out to feed. But now he's killing in the streets.
What have you heard about the epidemic?
There's a Spanish flu. Yeah. Killed so many last summer. Thought we'd seen the last of it. Dozens dying every week.
Are the authorities doing anything?
Nothing. There are so many quarantine zones in London now. It's gotten really hard to travel across town.
What is this place?
This is Tom's bar, the Turquoise Turtle. I'm the barmaid here, Sabrina, if you want to know.
Are you always open this late at night?
No, it's only since the epidemic started. Tom thought that people may need a safe place to stay.
You don't seem to have much business. Where is everybody?
Well, most people are sleeping right now. And those that are awake tend to avoid going out. What with the murders and all.
I just want to talk. I didn't mean to scare you.
I'm not afraid, sir. It's just I've other customers to take care of.
I only see one customer.
Oh. Well, yeah, of course. I mean, I best check on them.
I'll leave then. Thank you.
So we got Tyson, Sabrina, Unknown.
My God, sir. You look like Jonah's whale just spat you out of hell. Can I get you a drink?
No, thank you. I'm not thirsty.
Well, grab a chair and get some rest. This is going to be another long night.
Why is it going to be a long night?
You must be new around here. Don't you know about the murders?
Tell me more about these murders.
Every morning for the last few weeks, bodies have been found. And those poor sods didn't die of flu.
Do the police have any leads on a suspect?
Even before the outbreak, coppers never came round here. We're on our own. People die in these parts all the time, and no one cares.
That sucks.
Where am I? Where is this place?
You're at my bar, sir, the Turquoise Turtle. The last ray of light in this dangerous part of town.
Aren't you scared?
Scared of what? All the bad shit happens out on the foggy streets. And I never go outside.
So you're open all night?
Yep. Figured people might need a place to rest in these dark times.
Hi, welcome to the stream.
I'm looking for someone who might have passed through here recently. Wondered if you might help.
It's been quiet tonight. The only other person I've seen went straight up to his room. Thought it was kind of rude, actually.
You mean he's still here?
Well, yeah. He paid for the entire week.
How long has he been here?
He rented the room a few days ago and didn't say when he'd leave.
Who is this man? What does he look like?
Well, like a gentleman, I guess. Well-dressed, quite polite. A professor or something fancy like that. Always writing, reading notes.
I need to meet this man. I have questions.
Just climb the stairs and knock on the first door. I heard him open his window, so I guess he's still awake. And,
Yes?
no funny business. You hear me? This is a respectable establishment.
Yes, sir. Wait, hold up. Does nobody...
It's a good thing you cannot see me now, Mum.
I hope I live long enough to see them wet boot boys get what's coming to them.
This is no place for you. Prewen has several patrols roaming the area.
They do not pursue me.
But they're looking for vampires, and they're most efficient.
They'll not relent until the killer has been identified.
I have a common objective, but I require...
I think someone is eavesdropping.
Are you certain? You might as well come in, whoever you are.
I heard her teleport out.
Slowly, vampire. Who are you?
I mean you no harm.
Saith the vampire. Present yourself.
I need a word. With anyone.
What the fuck was that?
Well, that's something I can do for you. And who might you be?
Dr. Eggers, let's see. Healthy. Long term.
I'm not sure that I know anymore.
Might I at least learn the reason of your presence?
That's none of your concern.
Sir, you have entered my room in the middle of the night, pale as a corpse and shaking like a tree. So please, indulge me.
Something Someone is molesting people. In fact, killing them. Biting them.
The calling card of a vampire. Like you.
You seem the expert. How would that be?
I have my secrets, as you have yours.
Then if you are not a vampire, who or what are you?
Dr. Edgar Swansea of the Brotherhood of St. Paul. I'm performing an independent investigation here in an attempt to understand precisely what is going on.
What have you uncovered concerning the murders?
It started a few nights ago. Rumors of violent murders. The docks have always been, shall we say, somewhat unsavory. But this is different.
How different?
A vampire is at work here. Famished. Reckless. It must be brought to ground, and quickly.
I heard another voice, that of a woman. Who were you talking to?
Ridiculous. I've no idea what you're talking about.
Something tells me not to trust you.
Then the feeling is mutual.
I like how this guy can just have a
And what
casual
exactly
chat with a
is
vampire.
this Brotherhood?
Sir, if the name is not familiar to you, then we shall discuss it another time.
Then help me find the culprit.
I may. If you'll first tell me why you opened this door.
I followed a trail. The scent of blood from a recent victim. It led me here.
You thought I was your aggressor. That explains a great deal. We're both chasing the same shadow.
Makes sense.
A shadow, indeed. Yet I heard his voice in my head. There was a moment I believed I was mad.
You should let me handle this affair. You've no idea what you're up against.
No. I will find the monster. He is mine.
How will you do any better than I? But then let me ask you this. What are your intentions if you find the killer?
I don't know yet.
Then I can only wish you good hunting. And pray we shall meet again.
Okay, so he's following me. That's good. Damn, that bullet went all the way through me. Did y'all see that shit? The bullet hole in the back and in the front. So where did the girl go? She must have TP'd over there.
If Swansea is not my attacker, it means somebody else came here tonight.
Boys get what's coming to
Someone
them.
must know something.
Damn it. I think drink no longer stirs me.
Hello, sir. May I disturb you again?
And you're still ugly as sin.
I'll leave you to your bottle then.
Are they stupid or something? I've never even been to India.
It's locked.
It's a good thing you can't see me now, Mum.
Go hunt your shadow. Would you be so kind as to leave the room?
Evening, sir.
Long ago, this.
Can I help you?
I have a few questions for you.
Well, if you must.
I spoke to Dr. Swansea. He's not the man I'm looking for. Now, I want the truth.
The truth? What do you mean?
I suspect that someone else was here tonight. And I don't think Tom wants to tell me about it.
I'm just the barmaid here, okay? If Tom says you're the only visitor we had, then you're the only visitor we had.
I can feel your fear, madam. Please, tell me what's going on.
It's Will. William Bishop. He came in here earlier tonight and he... Well, I thought he was going to clock someone.
That would have been funny.
Tell me about this William Bishop.
Will was a sailor who worked at the canning factory before he lost that job. A nice bloke, really. He's never been violent. Until tonight.
Why keep it a secret? Why not tell me about it?
Tom's nothing if not loyal. After Will lost his job, he offered him one ear. They used to be good mates. But recently, Will started to get very aggressive.
I see. Thank you for your candor. I'll be sure to talk to Tom.
Welcome back.
Hey,
Did you find what you were after?
I can't say I have. Are you sure no one else came into your bar before I arrived?
Hey, I told you, you were the only other stranger I've had.
Tom, talk to me about the visit from your old friend, William.
Yes, Will came by tonight, but he's not my friend anymore.
I need to find
That
him.
creepy
It's a matter of
vampire.
urgency. Do you know where he is?
You could try his boat. It's up by the North Pier. He sleeps there when he's too drunk to get home.
Please describe him to me.
What do you expect? He's a tall, sick bastard with a bad rash and torn old clothes. William used to be strong. Now he's a mess.
Thank you, Tom.
If you see him, tell him I don't want him back here unless he cleans up his act, okay?
Oh, I can do that.
Damn it. I think drink no longer stirs me.
I should probably leave.
I think
the
I'm
correct
losing
way
my
so
mind.
suspects any weird shit.
I should just run as far away from this place.
I will get to the bottom of this intrigue. What's been done to me? To this city? The body is still warm. This man has just been drained of blood.
Oh, I'm on the right trail.
This man was armed. He tried to defend himself. What's this? Some sort of note. This corpse has been dried of its blood, just like the previous victim. Blood and empty gin bottles. This Bishop fellow is something of a heavy drinker. There are blood splats on the other side of the canal. I must reach that barge.
3, 2. Houdini! Guess I killed the guy.
Never known McCullum to be wrong about anything.
Right. No time I can remember. But I've only been part.
Best be on your way home. Over there! It's one of them
I'm just gonna keep using blades for now. Okay, so yeah, it tells me the melee range blood shadow is more resistant to certain types of damage. Orange indicates medium resistance, red indicates high resistance. So medium resistance, to melee attacks, high resistance to long range attacks like guns, and slow to grab and whatever that is in blood drain.
Stupid beast!
He's dead!
Okay, so the green is my health, yellow is my stamina, red is the blood that I'm holding.
Over there! There's one of those vermin! Christ, he's dead! He's dead! Over there! There's one of them vermin! Don't come closer, sir. Over there!
Another safe house. Or head out. Coagulation will block your target's blood in their veins, making them defenseless. Blood barrier. You create an invisible barrier, absorbing direct damage until it fades or releases from blood spear. You throw a spear made of blood, which can pass through enemies in front of you. I've already got the claw. Shadow mist. You place a cloud of shadows at target's feet or yours. The cloud will explode after a short time, causing heavy damage. Why would I put it at my feet? That doesn't make that much sense. I need big flares, increase your blood absorption. Where's my new cat, Alex? Next, I need to increase the blood capacity.
Fresh blood. The whole building reeks of it. The scent is so strong it makes me dizzy.
Use scythe.
This place reeks of bloodshed.
We've done it before.
This creature is bedeviled. I must put it down.
Must have more.
I didn't want to have to kill him. Fuck. Now I'll never know.
William was an honorable man. I could have saved him.
Mr. Hampton, are you in there?
I knew him well, another lost soul, a kindred spirit.
Sir, listen to the sound of my voice. I'm a doctor. You're suffering from shock.
I must return to my flock. They'll stray without me.
Fuck, dude.
Remember, certain skulls are every bit as resistant as we are.
Who are you? What do you mean by Skal?
You truly are a newborn. I should have realized.
Wait. You are the woman from the bar. Are you... like me? Can you help me?
I believe, sir, I already have.
Yes, please. Oh. Yes, sir. So did he bite him yet or not?
By George and the Saints, you've solved the mystery of these terrible murders. Patience, good fellows, I've come to offer help. Just give me a moment to secure my boat. We can leave this awful place.
William was not the evil man they claimed. He was just taken by the thirst. He needed his drink.
This man requires medical attention. We'll see he gets to the nearest hospital.
No, please, I must tend to my fold. My flock needs me.
There, sir. Go with the good Dr. Swansea. He's resourceful, and I'm sure he'll take good care of you.
You'd best come as well. The sun is soon to rise, and you'll need a place to rest.
I just need a moment. If I can learn something about what has happened to William, I'll be a step closer to understanding what happened to me. This poor creature can't be my maker. Could it be some subspecies of vampire? I must find a place to analyze the blood.
Blood runs. Let's get it. I want to get some new clothes soon. Like, damn.
Where are we headed?
We're on our way to the Pembroke Hospital. It's just across the canal. They'll have a bed for poor Mr. Hampton.
William was... what manner of creature was he?
Predator, prey, villain, and victim. Who can say? The important thing is that he's been stopped.
Duly noted.
Answer me.
And the woman? What... who is she?
What woman?
Oh, don't play me for a fool. You used me to locate that Skal. You must know who she is.
And I thought you a gentleman. You shouldn't talk about a lady behind her back. but I will tell you she values her privacy. For London as peaceful as she appears from the middle of the canal. If only that were the reality of the situation.
To be honest, I've always tried to avoid this part of town.
Pembroke Hospital is the last bastion between the rest of London and the epidemic. The flu has decimated the East End and the war still rages. Welcome to the front lines of a plague.
This is where you work, Dr. Swansea?
I am the administrator of Pembroke Hospital.
I thought you were here in service of your mysterious order, the Brotherhood of...
Of St. Paul's Stole, yes. But first and foremost, I'm a man of science. A physician, like yourself, Dr. Reed.
How do you know who I am?
No need for modesty. You are Dr. Jonathan Reed, a surgeon of some caliber and renown, if I'm not mistaken.
You are correct, sir.
I knew it! I had my suspicions. But when you took the blood sample from the corpse of poor William, I was certain. Dr. Reed. Marvelous.
Have we met?
I attended 3 of your seminars before the war. I have the utmost admiration for your research. And what a turn of fate. England's most esteemed blood specialist returns to London a vampire.
That word, again, from a so-called man of science.
I understand. Traditionally, the role of science is to refute myth, but when myth walks among us, the Brotherhood of St. Paul has dedicated its purpose to their study. There's so much for you to learn.
Of that, you are right.
Well, then let me be blunt. Join my staff at Pembroke Hospital. As a physician. I suspect you'll not find a better post of employment to contemplate your predicament.
This is sudden. I was returning home to see my sickly mother. But alas, that was before contracting this... affliction.
Dr. Reed, take a moment to consider. The post would be for the night shift, providing a good explanation for your absence during daylight hours. You'll be adequately reimbursed, and have a place to hide. I even had the forethought to bring some clean clothes.
Yes!
So, what do you say?
Yes! Yes!
It seems I have little choice, but yours is a generous offer, so I thank you.
Brilliant! Oh, Jonathan, this is one for the book, and the beginning of a beautiful friendship.
Yeah, if he would have said no, I would have fucking been so upset. This dude literally offered me a good high-paying job at nighttime, so nobody can fucking say shit about me being absent in the daytime, and I have a place to stay close to me.
Dr. Swansea, thank goodness. I was beginning to be concerned.
Worry no more, Nurse Crane, for I bring good news.
Oh, there's me in the back.
Oh, Doctor, what a night. We lost 2 more patients. Nurse Scow said she couldn't take it anymore and resigned.
Yes, well, I'll make a new rota in the morning. In the meantime, find a good bed for Mr. Hampton. Be sure to pay attention to his needs.
Of course, Doctor.
Oh, and Dorothy?
Yes, Doctor?
Dr. Reed here has just returned from the front. He served King and Country and will be joining us here at Pembroke. We're very lucky to have gained a surgeon of his talent, and one so experienced in blood transfusions.
That is good news indeed, Doctor.
And I'm a vampire, too?
Oh, yes. Here at Pembroke, it's not what we have, but what we haven't. It's only thanks to Nurse Crane and the staff that our ship is in sync. If you have any questions, just ask her.
Duly noted. Thank you.
Your assistance is required, Dr. Swansea, immediately.
Welcome aboard, Jonathan. We'll catch up after my rounds. Coming, Nurse Crane. I'm coming.
I'm coming! I am arriving! Ah! Eventually I'll be able to open these gates.
I cannot enter.
District said it's helping. Okay, I'm low on blood and health. Into the Pembroke Hospital.
Come on, you bastard! You can do better than that! Nah, it's my turn!
Rotten or pristine, each heart contains the seed of life. Drink at this river, try it all.
Oh, come on, you bastard! I won't bite!
Sir, please. You've lost too much blood. Calm yourself.
You think I didn't notice? Stop your staring and get me to an hospital, you arse!
Insulting a good Samaritan. Not exactly the way to get rescued.
Alright, sorry. I am in pain here. My guts are spilling out onto the street and you're yabbering on.
Yes. That's a very nasty wound you've got there. Take my word, I am a doctor. Dr. Jonathan Reed.
Name's Clay Cox. I'd appreciate you helping me to a better place, Doc.
Follow me, Mr. Cox. Let me assist you to that better place.
Okay, so I'm resisting the urge to fucking destroy him. Blood quality. The blood quality indicates how much XP you will obtain from a particular citizen. The higher the blood quality, the more XP you consume. To drink the blood of your prey, you first need to mesmerize them and to lead them out of sight from others. Oh, I want to get that. Your mesmerized level must be equal or higher than the citizen's resistance.
Bring this fading light into the shadows. Dance with him the dance of life and death.
Follow the red trail to lead your prey to the shadows. He likely would have died regardless, but that is fucked up.
In the back, you bastard! Didn't have the guts to fight me. Fuck you. I'll kill you. I'll kill you.
I still agree that this is quite fucked up. But then again, I did just witness him kill somebody that I don't know if is human.
To taste a life. To embrace its most intimate secrets.
Hi everybody, welcome to my stream.
Such a divine sin.
Oh, hi Melissa. I just saw your text. I just murdered the fuck out of that guy, but he was probably gonna die anyway, so I probably did him a favor. Oh, he was most likely gonna die. But he just gets slashed out much.
Doctor, where have you been? I've little time to play hide and seek with new staff members, no matter how illustrious they may be.
I apologize, nurse. I needed some time to myself. This has been the longest and strangest night of my life.
You delivered poor Mr. Hampton from a terrible fate. The means to that end should be of little concern, Doctor.
Thank you, nurse. What can I do for you?
Dr. Swansea insisted we provide you a quiet office. You'll find it on the second floor with your name on the door.
Thank you. Nurse Crane, isn't it?
Yes, Dorothy Crane. Welcome to Pembroke Hospital, Dr. Reed. Your office has been prepared.
God, he must have been leaking hard, huh?
I would like
He's
to
got
ask a
his
few
blood all
questions
over him.
first. And Mr. Hampton, the patient we brought in, how does he fare?
I gave him a sedative to help him sleep. Poor thing was in quite a state of shock.
I could tell.
What kind of man is Dr. Swansea?
Well, you accepted the job from him. I thought you would have known about your employer.
It's right to assume Dr. Swansea knows far more about me than I do about him.
You'll get to know him soon enough, and better than me. The administrator has better things to do than mix with us.
Apologies, I've only just met him the once. This is sudden. I've only just returned to England.
Dr. Swansea is a brilliant surgeon and the most compassionate physician.
Hey Mel, you still there, Melissa? You still there?
If you could point me in the direction of my room again, nurse.
Second floor of the hospital, left after the stairs. It's the last vacant office at the end of the corridor.
It's my kind of room.
Thank you, Nurse Crane. Good evening, nurse. I'm Dr. Jonathan Reed, the new surgeon here at the Pembroke.
Dr. Swansea has already told us about you, sir. I'm Nurse Gwyneth Brannigan. Welcome to the Pembroke
That's
Hospital.
a nice name, too.
Did he really?
These people got dope names.
It's a good thing I wasn't hoping to keep a low profile.
All members of staff have already read about your new blood transfusion technique. Dr. Swansea made sure of that.
I see. Well, I'm a little surprised, but I suppose I'll just have to deal with this unexpected notoriety.
You must know,
Hold on, we're in a
blood
jacket.
transfusions are Dr. Swansea's primary subject of research. He is convinced it is the future.
It saves a ton of fucking people.
How are things here?
Not good, to say the least. We're struggling against an invisible enemy, more lethal than any bullet from a gun. It's hard, Doctor.
An invisible enemy? Quite a poetic term for a disease, especially from a nurse.
Sorry, Doctor. These last few weeks have been exhausting. We could all do with a good night's sleep.
Do you think this hospital can survive the epidemic?
We are all volunteers here, and we're trying to hold fast, but how do we beat an invisible killer? Some nurses have already resigned.
Yeah, that's what Corona's doing right now.
I'm not familiar with all the staff yet. Perhaps you could help me.
Brilliant professionals, most of them. Dr. Swansea has a gift for recruiting talent.
Most of them. Is there a problem I should know about, nurse?
It would be inappropriate for me to speak ill of a colleague.
Is there anyone that stands out?
Well, I have never met someone as dedicated as Dr. Tippett. He should be a standard for us all here. If only he were younger.
Why should his age be a problem?
I guess it's fair to say he's always pushing himself to the limits. He just doesn't know when to stop and get some rest.
Well, if that's him, he looks like he's maybe
Nurse
in his
Brannigan,
early 30s.
if you do know something, please tell me.
Hi, everybody.
Anything you say will be held in confidence.
No. I may disagree with some conduct, but in the end, everybody is doing their best.
She said there, and the subtitle said his.
Goodbye,
First
nurse.
person I've seen that
Call me
needs
if you
hints
need
for
assistance.
conversation. Tippett is over here. Let's go see him.
Good evening, sir.
So it is true.
He
The
doesn't look that
famous
old.
Dr. Reed has joined us. I can't think of any better news during these terrible times.
Do we know each other?
Actually, yes. We met once before, at the Rockefeller University in New York.
Dr. Tippett, yes, I remember. I was assisting Professor Carell in his research about coronary bypasses. He had nothing but praise for you.
He was also very confident about your future. And look at you now. Eminent surgeon and blood transfusion specialist.
And a vampire now, so that makes blood transfusion look awesome on my resume.
You're exhausting yourself, Corcoran. Maybe you should think about preserving your strength.
No. We must keep on healing all those poor souls. We are the last rampart before chaos. Once more, unto the breach.
Wow. He resisted me.
You've nothing to prove, Dr. Tippett, to anybody. And we all praise your experience. Please, have some rest.
I am perfectly fine, and I am not too old for this job.
Okay, your voice tells me.
What can you tell me about the staff in the hospital?
Some are really good, and others are not so good. But during this troubled period, there is no time for slander. I prefer to focus on the positive character traits.
Tell me more about cherished people, then.
Nurse Brannigan is a pearl. She is the most helpful and dedicated nurse I've ever worked with. A clever and cheerful woman.
You really seem to admire her skills.
I'll go even further. If she was a man, she would be a damn fine practitioner.
Any opinion about the management?
I don't always agree with Dr. Swansea's reserve, but I must admit he does all he can to keep this facility running during this crisis.
So
yes, the burden of command.
Say this game's fucked up.
I was fed up with this concept while serving as a medical officer.
Don't get me wrong. Swansea's a good administrator. I just wish he would get out of his office now and again.
I've got 2 hits on him.
What is the Pembroke Hospital situation? And please, speak freely.
This hospital is not exactly the best of London. I'm sure you are used to working in a better environment.
It's more than enough. In any case, the personnel of a hospital are much more important to me than the building.
Don't be misled by appearances, Dr. Reed. This hospital does not lack talented people. It just lacks hope.
That's really sad.
Goodbye, Dr. Tippett.
I'm just gonna go to my objective straight up now.
And I thought last summer's epidemic was good.
Hold on, how do I...
Dr. Swansea is right. This place seems perfect to conduct my research.
Up the stairs to the left. Second floor. Door at the end of the corridor. It should be this one.
This must be the place. It's definitely away from prying eyes. Relegated to the shadows. A kingdom of my own.
Upgrade.
At least I won't be sleeping in a coffin.
This is one hell of an upgrade. Let's light regenerations.
William Bishop's blood is much more unstable than human blood, and the sun is about to rise. I can feel it. I'll continue tomorrow night. I have so much time now.
Let's get my capacity up. Level 6 is there, okay. Let's get the first stuff. Let's disregard for that as well. Let's get rid of that. Crap, can't do that. Increase your health, increase your cartridge bag. Increase the number of bullets you can carry. You can now carry 3 6. I don't need any of that yet. I do need to be more tactical. So, spring. You perform a supernatural move to your target and cause damage upon landing. 500. Train your stamina to fade into the shadows and become invisible to most enemies. Moving in this state will drain more stamina. You will exit in the shadows if you attack or dodge or when your stamina is empty. Okay. I do need to be more defensive. I might just save up for the blood spear. You will block your target's blood in their veins, making them defenses. I'll do this one first. Defenseless. What did I say? It's easier to kill something that can't. Yeah. So, Melissa, you gonna call me?
If I'm to stay here until my research is complete, I'd better learn to hide my true nature from the mortals. But what about my thirst for blood? Yes, Nurse Crane? How can I help you?
I'm so sorry. I know Dr. Swansea wanted you to rest, but we have somewhat of a crisis.
A crisis, you say?
Our supply of antiseptics is nearly depleted. I was hoping there was another box up here, but...
Sorry, there's nothing here.
Some of the patients won't last the night without them. Honestly, sir, I'm beside myself.
I may have a solution. In France, during the war, drugs shortage was a daily problem, and we had to use our wits to overcome the shortages.
However do you mean?
If combined correctly, certain household chemical products can be used in a pinch instead. Now, where's the hospital storeroom?
The storeroom? Fat chance. This is the Pembroke, and space is luxury we don't have. Everything used to be stored in the old morgue.
Perhaps I should look there first. Where is this morgue?
It's the large building behind the hospital. You'll need to go in the back door because it's been sealed off for sanitary reasons. Take this key. It opens a small back entrance at the end of a narrow street.
Why do you have the key to
the abandoned morgue behind the hospital. A small door at the end of a narrow street. On my way then. Thank you, nurse.
Thank you very much, lady. Hold up. Oh yeah, hacks. We gonna break some bitches. Stairs. I was looking for that bottom big piece of stairway. First things first, head out. Likely assume this is a dead end, but it doesn't seem that way yet.
Scowl voices in the garden. I should investigate. If they were to find somebody.
so I need to be more defensive that time. Burying the beast is the best way to destroy it. Well, that sucks. Okay, I died. And, oh my god, I don't know why I still have my shoes on. Hi, everybody. Hello again, Flash. Why do you keep joining if you're not going to talk? Come on, game, load. No clue why you were muted. Hell yeah. This game is fun so far, but I'm still trying to figure it all out. Open door here. Huh? I went so far around and this led me back to the stairway? What? I know that you and one of my friends are watching the stream. I don't know if my other friend's watching the stream or if someone else random is, because nobody else texts the stream. Oh, now it's just you. Hey. It's coming. It's free tomorrow. It's going to be free for PS Plus users tomorrow. The only reason I have it now is because I have a year subscription for PS Now. If you have PS Now, you can get it whenever. Which I assume you don't. Find some Ferrous Tartrate. What the fuck are these names? Yo, what is that sound? Give me your blood, fucker.
Behavior is similar to the infected William Bishop. Must be the same strain. This sickness moves faster than influenza. It's locked, all right. This key will surely grant me access to the
stream
basement.
Should be able to probably hear your voice. I don't know. Blood! Yes! Get off down the stairs. Give me your dick. I just finished downloading it earlier today. Yeah, boy. 7, 6, 5, 4, 2.
Balls of Mars. Fortifiers. As popular as they are
it's not
ineffective.
That far. I've played
they
it
do
for
contain
an
iron
hour and 30
tartrate, and
minutes
that
so far.
might
My
prove
first stream
itself
was about
useful.
36 minutes. Okay, I need to go back downstairs. What's up? I just dropped my controller. What's poppin'? I've had a camera for over a year now. What's poppin'?
These skulls feed from corpses and the husks of animals. They're not after blood.
What's she yelling at? They're vampires. They have a bad strain in their blood that makes them basically animals. I'm trying to figure out, apparently I'm a surgeon. Apparently my character's a famous surgeon and he's great at blood transfusions. They kinda are, they're just trying to kill me with their mouths. But they're draining people of blood. I don't know what to tell you, bud. Yes, sir.
Mr. Connor's injuries don't match the report. I'd better look into this.
Oh!
Traces of a pinkish foam at the corner of the lips. Some sort of drug overdose, perhaps?
Could be.
Multiple abrasions and scarring on the arms and legs. Old and distinctive injuries of a sailor or a fisherman. The chest was originally opened to perform the operation. The sutures are clean, but the chest has been reopened. A puncture over the left lung, possibly a chest tube insertion. Not the cleanest work, but I think it was successful. Signs of internal bleeding. So, Dr. Tippett's anesthetics were incorrectly dosed, causing the patient's death. And then, he tried to operate on him again. Tippett has made an egregious error. It's time we talked. Tippett has made an egregious error.
Okay.
It's time we talked.
Little bit today, people that don't know is dead. Donda. Oh, he's screaming at me. got you marked now, guys. Oh, there's only one of them. That shit! I want that. I want the ability to teleport and copy myself like that. This may be the scariest fight ever. Hi, Joey. It's been a hot minute, bro. Oh no, I'm about to die! No, no, no. Shit. Damn it, dude. Suffering is part of the immortal condition. The pain will never stop. Oh, it's depressing as fuck. What game? Oh, I'm playing Vampyr. Whoa.
Tippett has made an egregious error. It's time we talked.
What game is it again? How do you say that? Oh, okay. Okay.
Ah!
These
Finally,
scars
that
can
took
be
forever.
so ferocious. I'm not sure I can defeat them without becoming stronger. To drink blood is so tempting.
How?
Sodium hypochlorite. Dangerous to administer, but efficient in the proper dosage.
Howdy. While this loads, I'm gonna get a glass of water. Cool, yeah. Got me a glass of water. Yo, Joey. What you doing? Ah, okay.
The life running in your veins. This dead flesh.
What's up, Vampyr? I tell you. This is where he was before. Where'd he go? So confused. Okay. Drive the treatment.
Yes, Doctor?
That's all for now, Nurse Crane. Thank you.
No.
Wrong person.
As for me, still more coming. How could they be sure we're
Yeah,
making
I've got to craft that upstairs. Interrogate Gwyneth Brannigan about medical error. Interrogate Corrigan. Corrigan. Whatever the fuck that name is. Tippets. Hello. Where are you, Master Tippets? Howdy, beauty.
Good evening, sir. I'm Dr. Jonathan Reed. I'm new here.
I've already heard about you, Dr. Reed. I'm Milton Hooks, the ambulance driver for this shithole of a hospital.
That's quite a blunt introduction, Mr. Hooks.
You can call me Milton. I like to speak my mind, Dr. Reed. Perk of the job. Don't judge me, and I won't judge you.
I'm not sure I understand what you're talking about.
Well, I'm no doctor, but I'm pretty sure a gun can't be used as a surgical instrument.
You have a keen eye. I learned to shoot during the war, and have carried one ever since. Old habits die hard.
No need to explain, Dr. Reed. And if you ever need a better gun, remember, I may have something for you.
I'd like to see your goods.
Wise choice, Dr. Reed. A reliable gun is what everybody needs these days.
Patients are not fools. They know we are overwhelmed by this.
There you are.
Good evening, Dr. Tippett.
Dr. Reed, any good news to share?
Corcoran, I want you to tell me about Mr. Connor. How did he die? What happened?
He was my patient. He died because of my mistake. That's the blunt truth.
What was the nature of the mistake?
It was a twofold error. My diagnosis was wrong, and the administered dosage was too strong.
Who was this patient?
I don't know. Some sick man from the docks, maybe a fisherman. I had no time to talk with him. No one claimed a body.
Why not stop practicing?
Are you mad? I killed that man, I admit it, and it won't happen again. I have saved so many lives since then.
Goodbye, Dr. Tippett. Good evening, Nurse Brannigan.
Good evening, Doctor.
Tell me what Dr. Tippett did. I know his mistake caused a patient's death.
If I had not covered up his error, Dr. Tippett would have been fired from this hospital. I could not let that happen.
You can't allow your emotions to dictate your conduct concerning patients, Nurse Brannigan.
Look around you, Dr. Reed. Do you really think we can afford to lose a brilliant practitioner like Dr. Tippett in our situation?
I can't say I approve of what you did. But as a field surgeon, I know that some situations require you to bend the rules.
I'm not proud of what I've done, but to contain the epidemic must be our priority, so we can't afford to lose Dr. Tippett.
Why does Dr. Tippett claim you're the main reason he keeps working, despite his fatigue?
If it wasn't for him, I probably would have left the Pembroke years ago.
Dr. Tippett does not think of you as just a nurse anymore, does he?
If you're suggesting he's not taking my gender into consideration when it comes to medical practice and knowledge, I really hope he doesn't.
I've decided that I won't reveal Dr. Tippett's, shall we say, misdemeanor.
I'm so glad you share my point of view. Dr. Tippett is a brilliant practitioner. We most definitely need his know-how.
I hope you're right. This is a huge risk we're taking.
Dr. Tippett must regain his confidence. Please, keep this decision between you and me. He doesn't need to know you found out.
Goodbye, nurse. Call me if you need assistance.
Well, fuck. I actually need to check this page. Now I need to go make good shit. Oh, I'm crafting a treatment for fatigue for him. So he'll quit killing people. That's it. This shit is gonna be in my room.
Finally, you've returned, Doctor. Did you find anything of value?
Yes, nurse.
You've worked your first miracle, Doctor. Now, this patient here needs immediate treatment.
Duty calls. When the storm has passed, I'll show you how to mix the remedy yourself with the same basic ingredients.
Many thanks, Doctor. When you've finished, you ought to report to Dr. Swansea in his office. He's been looking for you. Seemed pressing.
This hospital seems to be falling apart.
You always
But in the
knew I was
circumstances,
cold,
I'm willing to give
children.
you the benefit of the doubt.
As for me.
It's here again.
So I'm looking for a man. Don't remember where to find him.
My blood and soul.
Please, Jonathan, come in.
Oh yeah, this guy.
Fascinating, is it not? In the last decade, so many mysteries have been brought to light with our microscopes. The human body, biology's penultimate frontier. The more we explore its boundaries, the less we're able to trace a clear line between life and death. You, my friend, have a foot in both countries. The view must be vertiginous.
It's at least as vertiginous as chatting about vampires with you, I would say.
This must be all so new to you. This area of...
All hands are locked for him.
Town, the hospital, a brand new life. How stimulating it must be.
I wish I could share your enthusiasm, Dr. Swansea. But my condition defies scientific categorization. Undead? Unalive? Immortality defies logic.
I cannot express my thrill at this serendipitous turn of events. The world's most eminent specialist in blood transfusions, a vampire. One might say a gift from heaven.
It may seem strange, but your words have brought me some comfort here.
Forgive me. I've been an admirer of your work for a long time, and now you are so much more than a brilliant physician. And please, call me Edgar.
There is no need to apologize, Edgar. You offered me sanctuary when I had none.
Very well. I have a task for you, Jonathan. Something that will require all your newfound skills.
Please, go on.
The Pembroke only survives through the generosity of our benefactors. Unfortunately, our main donor has found herself in a bit of a bind. Now, if you could help her out...
A spokesman or politician is what you need. That's not my calling. And until I come to understand what has happened to me, I require discretion.
Discretion is in order, Jonathan. Lady Ashbury has recently received rather indelicate... The stole, of course not. I would just like you to pay her a visit. Her ladyship is certainly near the tents outside, tending the sick. You can't miss her. Look for someone impossibly delicate.
Accepted. I'll see what kind of trouble Lady Ashbury is in.
Do either of you have the 3? That's a shame.
The flu took my dear wife, Emily. I take comfort knowing we'll soon be together again.
Mr. Rainfield, that's no way to talk. You're in good hands here, and we'll be up again soon enough.
You're not wearing a mask or gloves to touch this.
Now do me a kindness and get some sleep. I'll be back round later.
Your words are kind, the blessings of an angel. You're the sweet, sweet Lady of Mercy.
Good evening, Dr. Reed. It's a pleasure to see you again. You seem surprised. Dr. Swansea has brought me up to speed concerning your recent appointment to Pembroke Hospital.
You're a the lady who saved me that night, before vanishing into thin air. I remember you from the pub with Dr. Swansea.
Indeed. Allow me to introduce myself formally this time.
Did you say my name?
My name is Lady Ashbury. I remember you well, in spite of the brevity of our encounter.
Well, Vampyr should be free for PS Plus users tomorrow, so get that and play it. It's pretty fun so far. It's got a good story. It's like a butterfly effect type thing.
Apologies. You've taken me by surprise. I'm very happy to see you.
Me and Joe.
The pleasure is mine, Doctor.
I hope you're more disposed to answer my questions now.
You must have countless questions, but our rather urgent matter first. Swansea has explained. My cover, if you prefer, has been compromised.
The only reason I'm on this game now is because I have PlayStation Now.
Dr. Swansea has commissioned me to be your agent in this matter. You could start by explaining what's amiss.
Yeah.
These past insufferable weeks, I've been the victim of extortion.
I know.
I've made a first payment, but the blackmailer grows greedy. I must refuse his most recent demands.
On the computer, yeah.
Please continue. Every detail is essential. I'm your man.
My embarrassment in this matter is eclipsed only by my shame at having put the hospital at risk. The threat from our anonymous scoundrel is clear. A list of dates. My visits coinciding with the dates of suspicious patient deaths due to massive blood loss.
Is it true?
Now aren't you the blunt one?
We both are afflicted with a thirst for blood, Lady Ashbury. That is our nature. By vocation, we also have reason to visit the hospital. Logic dictates.
In all honesty, I'm not simply a patron to the hospital. My visits serve a dual purpose. Dr. Swansea has been treating my condition with a revolutionary technique of blood transfusion. It seems you are a specialist in the domain.
Yes, sir.
I'll take care of it. Do you know where I should start?
If that was the case, I'd settle the matter myself. You could talk to our local gossip, Harriet Jones. Not a pin drops here without her hearing about it.
I'll meet that woman now.
My life, as others know, is in your hands, Dr. Reed. I'm sure of your discretion, but I do fear your powers of persuasion will be put to the test. When this is resolved, I'll be your obligé. I'll answer all questions in regards of your condition.
Alright, I'm gonna end this stream here. This has got me worn out.
Patients are not fools. They know we are overwhelmed by this horrifying epidemic.
What's up?
Still standing after this epidemic. There's good reason to.
Who's Nick again?
Daily routine.
Oh wow, it's been like a year.
Simpletons, these nurses. Bred with no respect. What What? What is this? Who are you?
The last time I
Get out
talked
of my
to
room.
Nick was
There's no need
whenever
for
we were
alarm,
playing
madam.
that
I'm Dr.
Tron
Reed,
mode.
the new surgeon.
Preposterous. Dr. Reed, you say?
Yeah.
I don't want some bumbling intern. Where's Dr. Swansea?
Please, calm down, madam. I assure you that I am highly qualified. I'm just back from war duty.
How brave. Threatening an old defenseless woman. You know how long I've been a patient here? You've picked the wrong fight. I'm Harriet Jones.
Harriet Jones? Indeed. I've been meaning to have a chat with you. You know what goes on here better than any other patient, I gather.
Oh, better than any patient, nurse or doctor. I've seen so many vile undertakings.
I heard there have been some despicable goings-on. Was there a case of blackmail?
Blackmail? Wait. You're investigating something. This isn't a social call. One of those incompetent cunts slit a poor sod's vein.
I assure you, madam, this is not an investigation into a possible medical error.
Debauchery, then? Nurses Crane, Hawkins, Brannigans, whores, all of them. They can't keep their legs shut. I've seen them scratching slutty sores.
Really? Well, if you have irrefutable proof, I'll not have the staff behaving in such a manner here.
This is your business, Doctor, not mine. But I swear one of the nurses is cavorting with some man on hospital hours.
Thank you for your time, Miss Jones. You've given me something to go on. See you on the next round.
I need to end this here. Oh. Are you okay? I feel you. Oh yeah, I'm gonna end this stream now. I'll play more of this game sometime tomorrow.